Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Cos Reps Corner. Like I always say, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love.
In this video, I'll be sharing a particular clip I saw. I don't really know if it really happened, but it's not just a story you will just hear and remove your ear. It's good we tell ourselves the truth. Okay, this story is about a young lady, who supposedly got a will I say an offer from somebody to get 500 million naira. Why? As a youth copper. Some person might not know who they call youth copper. Have you seen my picture? I did my youth service some years ago. Let's say about I think 9 to 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. That is me. So for example, now this particular lady, this particular girl was like me. So that's what they call coppers in Nigeria. They call it National Youth Service Corps. So they call us coppers. So she's a youth corps member, and she got an offer from somebody that supportedly or purportedly was someone that works with the National Youth Service Commission, as in an officer, the DG, not just an officer, the DG, the Director General of NYSC. So at a point, you will be wondering, what will a copper have in common with a DG? DG don't even have time. They come to the camp once a while. DG come to camp once a while, and they cannot visit all the states camp till the camp is over. They can't. They don't have that strength. It's not there. They can visit some camps like the Capital Territory, then some states that are close to the Capital Territory. They can visit before your service expires. Yes, before your 2 weeks in camp expires. So this particular girl got the offer of a supply for 500 million naira. Along the line, it later found out that yes, the person who she was listening to was just a common driver. Let me tell you, in this video, I am not blaming anybody, but I'm blaming her. She's very greedy. Yes, she's greedy, and I'm very happy that God saved her before she spent the 500,000 she was supposed to pay. She's very lucky. She would have been duped and she would have regretted it. I would not want to talk much. I want us to see this video and understand where I'm coming from. What will you call that? Stupidity, foolishness, or greed? Watch with me.
See, if you live in Abuja, beware of Abuja men. I'm not even joking. This is not one of those videos that they come and say things about Abuja men. You see, fear Abuja men. After God, the next category of people you should fear is Abuja men. And why am I telling you this story? Like, I've had several encounters with Abuja men, but this one stood out to me the most because Adaram Kara Wagadi Wani Adakashe. Like, that's how Oga saw me one day leaving my house. I was about to go to work. The next thing, he was like, oh, that he lives around here. He introduced himself that he works with federal government. He's a contractor, blah, 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 blah. He boboed me. Me, I know they lose guard. Like, I'm very much aware. So in my mind, I'm like, this guy is just Jonesing. You know, as time went on, we exchanged numbers that day. So we kept talking and talking. I used to see him in my street. He dresses well. If you see this guy, if you see his car, oh God. You know, these northern men, when they come out, spray that their perfume, you can smell it from wherever you are. Like if you're in Maitama and they're in Duse, you will smell it. I'm not even joking. So with time, this guy started convincing me, you know, I just talk. The next thing, he started telling me that he wants to give me a contract. He has seen that I'm hardworking. I go to work every day. I'm not like the usual Abuja girls. I'm like, okay, what is the contract? He said He's going to give me a contract to supply 50,000 NYC kits. Yes, you heard right, 50,000. I said, what? He said, yes, that's 50,000 NYC kits. I said, at how much? He said, 10,000 naira. And I did the math. 10,000 times 50,000 NYC kits. Like, it was too good to be true. He asked me, do you have a company account? He was not requesting money from me, so obviously, I believed. The next thing, I had started building skyscrapers in my head. I'd already called my dad that he should go and look for a good property. I'm taking him out of where he's staying currently. I called my friends. I told them that we are going for vacation during summer and bills on me. Like 10,000 times 50,000, that's 500 million. I said, what comes to worst? Like if I go to Aba, cost of production will not be more than 5,000 naira for the NYC kit. Like I wrote the letter, I did everything. This guy will stay in my front and call DG of NYSC. I don't know, say I embroider for Kaduna State. Jesus. Yeah, you can't be speaking. It's okay. Is that a girl? In Hausa, he said, I'm with the girl. The letter, he said, yes, I saw the contract on my table. I'm going to approve it the next. Oh, Jesus. Oh, pressure. See that ribe, you're stupid. How, guys? God. So, welcome to part 2. That's how he will stay. He will call DG of NYSC. And the number is even saved on his phone as DG NYSC. He call, yes, sir. That won't be speaking in Akwana, kene, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I say, God. He said, don't worry, I've seen the proposal, I'm going to approve it. He said, don't worry, Amara, don't worry, I'm pushing this thing for you. I'm pushing it for you, don't worry. I say, wow. I say, Jesus, you love me too much, oh. I was happy. If you see me that period, I was the happiest. Hey! This guy, like, you people don't understand when I say it was real. He was not requesting relationship from me. He was not requesting sex from me. He was not requesting money from me. Nothing, just pure help. How did I now realize that this guy was playing me all along? Hey God, hey God, please let me laugh and come back. 1 month don't go. Okay, how far now? Did you know they approve it? He said, DG is on leave. He said, DG is this, DG is that. I was now the one chasing him about, like, you cannot form my hand. My God does not wear flip-flop, so you cannot flop me. Hey God, I was chasing him because my friends were already, Precious, you are going to be the next big thing. Like, you don't know what they call expectation. 1 month, 6 weeks, nothing. One day he now called me that, Precious, you are very, very lucky. You know, DG just asked me to come, that he took your proposal home, that he wants to approve it, but that I should do something that the DG will know that this girl really deserves the approval of this contract. I said, hey, what do I need to do? He said, I should give him 500,000. He's going to buy a gift. That the DG is Muslim, he does not drink alcohol, but he knows something special that the DG is going to like. That I should, when I transfer the money to him, I should send him the transfer receipt. That when he gets there, he's going to call the DG. He's going to show the DG the transaction receipt, so that the DG will know that I'm appreciative, and that once they approve it, the next day I'm going to get payment. This was on a Sunday. He said the next day the DG is going to take it to NYC headquarters and they are going to pay me. Hey God, I look myself. 500 million minus 500,000. I'm still in money. Hey God. Guys, I don't know if I can continue this story. Like, so I started looking for how to send 500,000 to this guy. While I was in that process, this guy had called me again. He was like, Amara, you need to resign from your job, because once this money enters tomorrow, that is Monday, you cannot be going to work, and I don't want you to delay this contract, because if you can supply these things on time, they will give you this contract over and over again. You know, I was like, oh, okay. I'd already gone online, checked for samples of resignation letter, you understand, and now started looking for flights to Aba, to Port Harcourt or Owerri, because I intended to go to Aba to execute this contract. I booked my flight for Tuesday, so that once it lands on Monday, I'll just pack my things. Tuesday, I don't go back. That's how I started looking for who would help me complete the money, because my transfer limit was 300,000. Thank you, Jesus. My transfer limit was 300,000. So I started calling my friends, and I begged him, oh, should I send you 300,000 now so that I'll send you 200 in the morning? He was like, no, that I should send everything in bulk. He does not want part and part. So I started calling my friend. The first person I called said that she didn't have. I called another person. The guy was like, I have this money to give, but I don't think this is genuine. I was like, how will you say this is not genuine? Like, this guy has never requested anything from me. Even this money is requesting now. It's money he wants to use and give to DG. The guy said, you heard DG talk? I say yes. That DG even assured. He said DG cannot have this kind of conversations over the phone. That that should sit down and rethink the whole situation. It was at this point I started putting one or two together. I'm like, okay, if this was really true, this guy for carry me, make we go see DG together. But a part of me was still believing that this guy was real. You know, how could he not be real? Do you know how many things I have imagined in my head? I even unblocked 2 of my exes so that I can pepper them when this 500 million lands in my account. How many houses I've built in my imagination? Oh, Jesus Christ. So something just said I should talk to my neighbor and ask if they really know this guy, you know. So I now went to my neighbor. I said, oh, that I want to ask them something. Or do they know this Abdullah that lives on this street that drives that car? They say, Abdullah, yes. The Abdullah, send a driver in BO. I said, no, that he's not the one that used to give contracts now. That he said he will give me NYC contract. Immediately they started laughing at me. Immediately they started laughing. I started crying. They said Abdullah is a driver. Even my neighbor said that him and Abdullah, they are from the same village. That Abdullah is a driver for one big man in town. He used to come here most times to park the car or to wash it. Hey! At that point, I started realizing that this life is a pot of beans. I started crying. The next day when I saw Abdullah, he remained make I cut him head come out with my face. Like the way I looked at him, he already knew that he had casted. Since that day, he never disturbed me. He never bothered me. Now, if you talk contract for my ear, I feel break bottle for you.